has nothing to do with the project, the buyback project.
Well, yeah, we had a meeting before January 10th. We instructed James to find out what the total was. We went to the bank and had it approved, and I've got the documentation and the dates of when that was done. All I'm saying is that, of course, we were going to take care of the design fees. We had hoped we was going to do it and have offices down below, but because we were not allowed to bid, it didn't happen. And now it's going to be a parking deck only.
Well, there's still more questions on this issue that we have going forward, and I'll bring you into those later. And we'll bring the city administrator into them later from other information that's been given to me that was obtained through the Freedom of Information Act that I'd like to have some answers to. But I will tell you this, as I told you in the beginning, I think it's great. I'm sorry we're not going to have those buildings there that we'd like to have. But the action that I took is absolutely necessary, and any mayor would have done the same thing to collect that debt. Now, Kay, I yield the floor to you.
We've talked about jobs an awful lot tonight. Almost everyone up here has mentioned jobs, in addition to yourself, Mayor. And I would just say, how many offices had you planned to put down on the lower?
It was 8,000 square feet.
And so we would have had estimated, we would have had how many jobs possibly?
Well, we were just going to build a shell, and it would have been according if we'd have split it up in jobs. 1, 2, or 3 different. Don't have any idea right now.
Well, jobs, taxes, infrastructure improvements, people would have, all of us. It's not just the individual employees who would have been there. And I think that what we've done here is we talk about sending messages. I think we sent a message loud and clear by dissecting something that was a very workable plan there. I think you can discuss something without killing it. And so what you have here, and the Morristown College grant was not, so many things have happened, and you all know I've been on board with Morristown College since '95 when the college ceased to exist in its operational form. And that money was money that was going to be lost if we didn't redirect it. And we had to tie it in with the overhead sidewalks there. So it was a very workable plan. And we have very capable staff that work with the downtown crossroads merchants who had a vision. And I think that's what it's all about, a vision from Morristown, because it's just like we keep America beautiful. It's a broken window syndrome. It's the missing tooth syndrome in a building. And so I applaud you for going ahead and making what you're going to be able to build as nice and fitting in with the architectural styling of downtown. I applaud you for that. And everything that you can do. So this is going to be leased back to the city at a nominal fee, probably. $0. Not only are they building it, they're leasing it to us for $0 for 25 years. What other kind of investment can you ask of people? Thank you very much.
How much did you say you had in right now in design phase day?
We're basically 127 plus 20. That we could have had it done and been over with if we did just build. Of course, we wouldn't have this much money in.
Yeah, that's a shame right there.
It is a shame, but let me tell you something now. David knows this problem. I had no intention, of messing everything up. I didn't mess it up. What I've done is, and you all, if you want to, you can check with the state. The state told me, because I got a lot of calls from contractors about the bids lately, and I checked with the state. The state told me if this job wasn't handled properly, that the citizens of Morristown would be reimbursed at $1.2 million. Not David, but the city, if it's not done right. So, and it wasn't going to be done right, so I probably saved the city $1.2 million, Kay.
Well, the fact is, we got a letter from the state saying that we would be allowed to bid the project. We knew if it was bid out, June, that nobody was going to bid it for no profit or no overhead. But of course, it's right beside our office, and we elected to do that. So, if we had known we weren't going to be allowed to bid it, we would never move forward with it to start with.
So that's, like I said,
well, we had the approval
I had a lot of
from
calls
the state saying we had approval to bid the job.
And I had a lot of calls there from contractors really upset. And that's why
I'll tell you right now, I commend you, West High School baseball field. You put together a program there, and I know you didn't make any money. I'm like, hey, you did it. You gave a lot, I'm sure.
The softball field,
you've done a lot for the community, and I don't want that to be let go to the wayside.
I don't think it would, David. We talked about that. I appreciate what you've done. I will say this, we are stewards of the city's money. That is our job as council members and mayor, to be stewards, good stewards of the city's money. Therefore, I think, although some of the councils may view it different, I think every intention was to be good stewards, and that's why some of those actions were taken. I don't think they were taken in the council out there. That may be different to you, but I think that's what our job is. And it sounds like everybody was doing their job, but there might be some communication problems. David, do you have any question? David, I appreciate you coming to the podium.
Thank you.
State your position. Is there any other items? What we will do is adjourn for 5 minutes. We'll come back to the work session.